Happy first day of fall, everybody. It is literally so hot today. However, my pumpkins are out. It is fall in my heart. I'm doing natural makeup today. I just don't want to do anything crazy because I got a lot of work to do. I think I'm going to use my Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten Powder Foundation. I think I'm still in the shade medium, but I truly have this in every shade that it comes in. Probably by next week, we'll be going down to shade light. I got all my fall decorations out yesterday and decorated a little bit. I still need to get a couple more things just because you can never have enough pumpkins. Do also need to buy some candy corn today because no fall decorations are complete without candy corn around your house. I've been loving this Clinique Black Honey Blush. It's kind of like a cranberry color. Really pretty for the fall time. I definitely did use it in the summer as well, but I think it is really a pretty blush for the fall. I'm working on a bunch of finishing touches on my website and my resource materials that I'm going to use for my color analysis sessions this week before I announce the website is live. I also have my Bible study tonight. I'm just putting that blush on my eyelids as well for a bit of color. I mentioned that I was doing a female-only Bible study last week, and somebody commented and they were like, well, that's the reason you're single. Yeah, I'm sure my once-a-week female-only Bible study is the reason why I can't find a husband. On a real note, I actually am making the conscious decision to kind of step back from talking so much about dating, being single, and like that kind of stuff. I get a lot of girls requesting me to talk about, which is why I do often. I've just had a couple of situations recently that have made me feel a little bit unsafe. And also a lot of people mean this in a nice way, but they'll like try to set me up with like, I've got a brother, I've got a friend, and I appreciate it, I really do. But as much as I talk about this kind of stuff, I'm not just like sitting around waiting to be set up on a date. It's not to say that I'm not interested in dating. If somebody were to just approach me and it was, you know, we were looking for the same things and it worked, that's fine. But I'm not really interested in doing like a virtual bachelorette situation. I talk about this kind of stuff in the hopes that I can make other girls in the same situation feel less alone. I don't necessarily talk about it because I'm looking for advice. I have a lot on my plate at the moment, and I'm really only interested in dating if it's going to be something that's going to make my life easier and not more chaotic. And it's not that I don't appreciate people who are thinking of me and, you know, wanting to set me up with people. I know that it comes from a good place. But truthfully, I just don't want to be known as the girl who's always talking about being single because that's not really who I am in life. And of course, I get the comments of like, oh, if you want to meet somebody, you have to like go out and put yourself out there. And I think that just looks different for everybody. You guys don't see every aspect of my life. I'm not the kind of girl you're ever going to see at a bar or a club looking for men. And I don't mean this in a snarky, judgmental way, but the man that I want to spend my life with, have kids with, start this journey with, is not at this stage in our lives at a bar. I can tell you that much. Because you're not going to be able to get up for church at 9 a.m. on a Sunday if you're at a bar at 2 a.m. on a Saturday. But that being said, I just don't want my content to revolve around that all the time just because I'm so much more than that. You know, obviously it's a topic that me and my single friends talk about a lot because it's, you know, on the forefront of our minds, which by the way is totally normal, but we also talk a lot about other things. Watch me make this announcement today that I'm not going to talk about dating and being single anymore, and then I meet my husband next week. Anyways, let me get back to my day. I'm actually vlogging today, so that'll be a fun video for me to edit. It'll probably be coming after this one. Bye-bye.